Okay. Well, for those of you who are following this, as you know, Chantal has been raging quite a bit since the Mr. Snowflake documentary was released, and also since she threw an Arab community under the bus for her sub for subs to get to 100K. Still hasn't celebrated that 100K because it's not deserved and she knows it. So she's dealing with all kinds of emotions right now and bringing up things that don't matter, that were not mentioned in the documentary, such as French Fry Girl, Frenchie, not even mentioned in the documentary, such as Natter and Dee Dee, not even mentioned in the documentary, but okay. So she's going through this like life review right now. I'm having a rough day too, you guys. Like, I went to the physical therapy thing, and they apparently do not like the idea of me scaling back my program because it was like making me throw up. So they tried to bully me into doing 4 hours of physical therapy, and I'm like, you seriously want me to work out for 4 hours a day? You think that I can do that after you have seen me throw up? Not only, like, I've discussed this with you, but on top of it, you're well aware that you injured my left thigh muscle doing one of the exercises 2 weeks ago, and it still hasn't recovered. Okay. So I'm in a transition period right now, waiting for my doctor to give me a different assignment of something that is more reasonable for my condition, because I can't be going to a program that makes me throw up every day. That's just ridiculous. And I'm starting to think it's an insurance scam to begin with anyway, if it's so important for them to have me sit in their trauma dumping sessions of art therapy and psychology, because all that I got out of that was a bunch of stories of people who had very traumatic experiences when they were kids. How is that going to help me recover my leg injury? I'm just not seeing it. But anyway, let's go over like some of the crap that Chantal, Miriam, Foodie Beauty. Let's go over some of her crap.
Oh, I should do this first. Well, hello.
Hello.
How are we? Hope everyone's doing good. Sorry I was a little bit late. I thought I had like 5 minutes to do things. I had like 2.5, and it didn't work out in my favor. But hello.
Hello.
Oh, Bessie, don't say that. Well, anyways, so, if you guys haven't heard about the drama with Chantal and Peetz, well, pretty much in short, what had happened was, Peetz, I guess sometime either last night or something, went live and basically spilled the beans about her visa status, even though everyone kind of knew already, but, so.
The funny thing about that, too, is I don't think that he was trying to do anything wrong. You know what I mean? Because I think he does consider her like one of his best friends. They've known each other for something like 17 years or something. And he's always super helpful and respectful to her. They apparently still talk on the phone and text each other and stuff. So I really don't. I think he just put his foot in it. You know what I mean?
Definitely was a tourist visa, and she's definitely border hopping every 3 months. Like we all didn't know. Like, come on, everybody knew. But of course, Chantal wants to be like, I'm keeping everything a secret. I'm keeping everything so private and secret now, guys. And then Peetz is just like, well, this is what's going on.
I don't understand why she just didn't stay with Peetz. He seems like the best mate for her. He's willing to overlook her physical appearance. He seems to get along with her personality, which is bizarre as fuck, but okay. But he also seems to kind of love and cherish her. Nobody else that shows up in these videos appreciates Chantal like Peetz does. It's really weird. Look at Salah. Oh my god. He constantly looks like he's miserable when he is on film, and now he hasn't been on film since Christmas, basically, or maybe even before that. I think it was just before Christmas that he was trying to do react channels. It's like he's trying to do some tasks on her behalf just to make her happy, come after her people that she feels are reacting to her, or the haters, whatever they are. And just, showing up to drop off a hamster. But he's never there. And if he really did just have gallbladder surgery, he's got to be recovering somewhere, and it's not there. It is absolutely not there. I cleaned my bedroom, she said. I cleaned my bedroom. Not our bedroom, my bedroom. All right, Chantal.
After like a year. So that's where we're at. And she's currently not happy live eating and talking about Peetz. I have not watched it yet. And of course. So, I'm also very new to this. So, I did do a little test live stream earlier. So, I guess let's see if my limited knowledge of StreamYards actually, holds up.
More food.
I don't know. Do I have respect? I don't. That could have been really bad. Let's see what Chantal has to say today, though, shall we?
I made chicken tikka masala with rice and cheese chapati, and I have some yogurt because it's spicy. So, hello, everyone. Who's here? Who did I miss saying hi to? A lot of people, maybe. Hi, everybody. I'm just gonna say a collective hi.
Can't we just get the drama from your life without getting grossed out by food? I mean, I already have some digestive issues going on right now because of my condition, and every time she does this, you guys, oh my god. All right, let's go.
I'm just gonna skip forward just a
so spicy. Hi, Siggy, Michaela, everyone I missed. Hi, Anna, Scapegoat, Jimmy Jim, everyone. I prefer none.
Wow.
Hi, Pepper. This is gonna get dirty. Rosemary.
I mean,
why does she put stuff straight up on the table rather than on her plate? That's so gross, Chantal.
Well, bestie, that would just make logical sense. Be able to eat spicy foods. Eat spicy food. If you can't handle it, don't eat it. No, Chantal has to eat it because yes.
Right.
Because yes.
Lisa, who did I miss? Pam, Angela. My makeup's fabulous. Thank you. Salut. That's what my dinner looks like. And some plain yogurt.
And with a bunch of rice and stuff and, diabetes.
Right.
Not super surprising, of course, but I mean, Chantal, if you want to play with it like that, go for it, I guess. I don't know. It's your life. You girl boss your own way. If something happens, well, I mean, it's not like.
Well, at the very least, she put it on a dinner plate rather than just eating it out of the container she bought it from, right? Well, I guess she said she made this, right? But oftentimes when she makes things, she just brings the casserole dish out and eats straight out of the casserole dish, right? So, at least she put it on a plate.
Everybody on the internet wasn't screaming at you to try to, stop, but it's her life, and don't you forget.
It's my
Cool it down. All right, so because I'm like, honestly, I had to force myself today. And yes, I feel proud because I'm having a very bad mental health day, and my life feels okay today, but my mental health is crap. And I literally was like, let's just order. And every time I get like this, I want to neglect everything in my life. So I'm like, so I was looking.
Wait a minute. So this is takeout. I thought your last grocery haul, you showed a packet of tiki masala that you were going to use on some chicken that you bought. Where are we going with this? Did you actually order takeout and just plate it? What happened here?
At like Indian restaurants, and he was like, okay, let's order. And then whenever I saw the total at the end, I was like, I'm just gonna move my ass and make it.
And I did want to say, where'd it go? There. Hello, and yes, this is currently live. She went live maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago. Not too long ago.
It's like he was craving Indian food. So I'm like, Indian food, I can make Indian food. So I showered, got out of my rut, made dinner, and I feel better now. So. But there are some things I would like to address.
Okay.
Hi, everybody I missed. I would like to have a serious answer. I would like to know for real. Seriously. Oh, I'll check again, Nicolina. Assalamu alaikum. I would like to know from reaction channels that make such a big, or people who follow them. I want to know seriously. I'm not raging. I want to know on a serious, calm level.
Okay.
What gives you the right to be invasive and know my visa status? Number one question.
I mean,
well, Chantal, if you are trying to evade the law, that makes for a very interesting story. If you are a tax evader from Canada hiding in Kuwait, that is a very interesting story. If you are hiding from a bankruptcy charge, then that is very interesting. And it makes for good drama. It makes for interesting content, right? If you're skipping to different countries because you're on a travel visa and you have no purpose being in Kuwait other than you're like, oh, I'm here for fun. I'm on a travel visa. That's an interesting story. So, I mean, like, what are you confused about here? Why is this confusing?
It's just kind of like, I feel it's not like pretty normal to like tell people like, oh, I'm visiting, I'm living here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's more of like a, Like, if you want to tell us, sure. If you don't want to tell us, we have the right to speculate about it because there's a whole entire Kuwait trip is pretty suspicious, if you ask me at least. So, of course, people are going to be very curious. Like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Right. Like, what happened? Like, how were you there for so long? And when, of course, Chantal being Chantal is like, oh my gosh, I'm keeping everything pretty.
Yeah, do you have a job in Kuwait, Chantal? Do you have the equivalent of like a green card where you're like there for an actual occupation? I don't think you do you? So that's why you leave every 3 months to travel so that you can renew your travel status, right?
For now. Of course, people, do you think, honest to God, do you think people are going to be like, okay, that's fine, sure, forget it. No, people are going to wonder and start asking questions around, to the people around you because of course, it's Chantal. So, of course, she's mad now that people, I don't know, put two and two together or something. I don't know.
This has got to be super stressful, you guys. This kind of lifestyle of, I got to travel every 3 months. I'm running from the law in Canada. Assumedly, allegedly, whatever is going on there with her. That's got to be really stressful. It probably adds to the BED, if you will, because she's compensating. She's like eating her emotions. You know what I mean? This has got to be really fucking stressful for her that she's doing all this bullshit and she just doesn't want to actually pay the bills that she owes and clean up her act. Like, she can't do it.
Chantal, like, nothing ever makes any sense. And the sodium in Chantal's pickle, I love that name. Oh, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it.
For you. Number 2, how does this affect your life in any way? Number 3, when did reacting it went from reacting to videos to being invasive in my personal life? I'd like to know that.
I mean,
on a serious
amen to that
level, I would like to know that in your next videos, because there's this drama going around that Peetz apparently said some things, probably not realizing that it was a big deal. He probably didn't think, oh, people are going to talk about this, like, her visa, who cares, So I just want to clear some things up.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
And also, we're supposed to just believe you. Be like, you know what? That's fine. Just, believe everything Chantal says and not...
Oh, she's always told us the truth before, so why not? Obviously, we gotta just believe it. But yeah, Peetz stepped in it. He kind of screwed up. But he is a loyal and long-term friend of hers. She's not gonna... God damn, it would be terrible if she burned that bridge. Because he's her most loyal friend. That would be horrible, you guys. I mean, like, I don't wish her ill will. Like, she has outlets in her life that are more positive than what she's focusing on. And, he didn't know, right? He didn't know that this was supposed to be a secret. Just like he didn't know that the healthcare bills were supposed to be a secret.
Question it, sure. That's great. Don't question it at all. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at Peetz, and I'll never be mad at Peetz, so.
Right.
So basically, for those of you who are new and don't know who Peetz is, he was... my former roommate, but he's been a friend, like a best friend for like probably, I don't know how many years now, but since like high school, okay? That won't change. And people like to virtue signal, well, as a Muslim woman, you're not allowed to have friends. Maybe that's true, it's not your business. We're from paparazzi. Hey, Jack, hey, everybody. I missed, sorry, meeting and...
No, you can, Chantal. You can have male friends. You just can't in your newfound religion, right? Like, so you decided to become Muslim. So now you can't be hanging out with him and having, confidential conversations with him. You can't have that kind of relationship with him anymore. And you left out the part where he's an ex-boyfriend, right?
So he also apparently said, he said when I was down in Canada, I visited his mom and was talking about, how I would border hop.
Right. Okay.
I can't afford to come to Canada. The plane tickets are expensive, all right? As for the plane fare, yeah, it's expensive. It's even more than he said, usually. Because I usually go last minute, like I book my plane ticket last minute, so it's always more. So it's expensive. It's expensive to go travel to Canada. It's a very expensive plane ticket. It's not something I even, technically, yeah, I could pay.
Why? I mean, you know what your time frame is on your visa country hopping. why are you waiting till the last minute to plan your travel? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you making it as expensive as possible to do? Like, shouldn't you be, like, having alerts on your phones of, like, I'm sorry, okay, so I talked about, like, how I had a rough 24 hours. I attended 2 meetings last night to deal with some shit. And one of them was a board member of my HOA who spies on me constantly, you guys. And I ripped her a new one in this meeting. I went off about, like, you've been harassing me for 4 years. You've been gossiping about me. You've been organizing your little friends and family network to harass me when I use the handicap parking spot. My building has been egged. I had to spend $1,000 to replace my screen doors and other screens on the building. They walk by and they're just like, look at me. I'm talking on the phone right now. I'm going to interrupt your live stream. Alright, okay. Alright, okay.
For it, or he could pay for it, or we could pay for it, whatever. It's no one's business. Technically, a ticket could be bought, but then, like, we have bills. Like, I have a lot of debts I have to deal with from Canada. We have...
And also, on top of that, honest to God, what was she expecting telling Peetz this information? Like, honest to God, like, what was she expecting? Was she expecting him to just completely shut up? No, it's Peetz. Peetz loves talking. Like, why is she so, like, oh my God, like, Peetz told something on the internet that I didn't want him to tell, like, it's just, yeah, Peetz likes talking, duh. It's not new information.
Our bills here, you know, and we are planning for other travel. And so for me to just go to Canada, like, for no reason, like, even a couple of times a year, it is expensive. And I have been doing it, you know, I've been going, but, so he's technically right. The airfare is expensive. And he's probably just assuming, you know, because I never was rich or anything, and I'm not rich. I don't see what the T in is that. Like, what's the T? Oh, no, she can't afford a plane ticket to Canada. If I need to go to Canada, I'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hello, hi, Cam. Everyone I missed. So he's right about that. It is expensive to go to Canada. It's not cheap.
Oh, hey,
as for the border hopping, at one point, yeah.
Wow.
Number one, I'm not going to talk about my visa status. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything because literally it's no one's business. I don't.
Okay, well, you don't have.
You just did. You literally just did. If you were there for any legitimate reason, you would absolutely say so. For fuck's sake.
Have to anymore. We know. We've known, but like we know. We know now. Like we knew before, but we double know now. Thank you for clarifying.
Know where the one up is and saying, "Oh yeah, we were right." Who cares? Even if it was true, who cares? What visa I'm on here? You can't just come here. At first, yeah, it was a tourist visa, and I would border hop somewhere sometimes. Yes, of course. So what? What's your point? I don't know what. Like, can you please tell me what the T is?
I don't know. We got a little veil behind the curtain for once about like the most mundane, like a baseline thing when it comes to traveling. And for some reason, Chantal in her mind is going, "Oh my God, oh no." Just people were talking about this thing that people definitely knew already, but like, oh no, girl, it's a visa status. Like, come on.
She won't even buy 2 seats because she's that fucking disruptive to the other passengers. Come on, Chantal. You make money from your AdSense. Why are you not buying 2 seats when you travel? You know how fucking fat you are. You know that you're not trying to solve this problem. You're eating in front of us constantly. In the most disgusting ways. Did you actually make this meal or did you order it out?
Fine. It's not that big of a deal. I promise you. I know it's dramatic yet, but like it's just like okay, sure. Like I haven't really, you know, it's like the most mundane thing that could ever happen. And also on top of that, you would think honestly, right? Like she just hit 100K, even though she definitely didn't, earn her way to 100K. But like, banked herself to 101K. She definitely, had a little bit of help there, if you know what I mean. But
Right.
you would think, hit 100K, got a milestone, she would be super happy.
Not so much.
Right, like, I'm not understanding what the big deal is, to be fair, but it's Chantal, everything has to be theatrics, and not in a fun way. You can have fun with theatrics, but then there's Chantal that, dramatizes literally everything for no reason.
Come here and get a visa. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
They've changed the rules a lot.
Oh.
You don't know what my visa status is now. Even Peetz doesn't know because I haven't told him anything in a while. I used to border hockey.
I'm fairly certain he said he was just texting with you the other day. So I don't know what you're talking about there. But I'm just going to interject right now with the other rage incident that I had yesterday, which was Central Committee, the Democratic Party of Orange County Central Committee. We are going into the primary season. There's only a couple weeks left. There's going to be people walking blocks. So I did a public safety announcement and said, I don't care what anybody tells you. Do not go through gates. Do not try and get into gated buildings. Don't do it. I personally have been attacked by a dog. I am now permanently disabled. Several of the people who were on my team were either flashed guns at them, or they were spit in the face, or they were stalked in their territory, or they were threatened with being killed if they came back. So I said, don't listen to these leaders who are telling you to do dangerous things, to walk blocks for these campaigns. Because leaders are not going to stand by your side. They're not going to protect you when you get hurt. Right, Ada? Ada is the chair of the Democratic Party of Orange County. She is also a co-president for Unite Here Local 11. And that's where I was working at the time that I got bit by an attack dog. And she abandoned me within a day of that happening.
Now, I'm not telling you. For example, they've recently changed the...
Also, she went to Canada for the holidays, a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened between whenever Chantal told Peetz this information, quote, quote, to right now? It's been a month and a half. What changed so dramatically that, right? Does anybody know? I'm not understanding.
He said that he was literally just texting her just the other day. This is recent. This is not a month ago or 2 months ago or December, Christmas time. No. This was a couple days ago at least.
What's so different?
Rules where you can have a family visa here now. It depends on a lot of things. You have to have a certain amount of money and all this and that. Not an unreasonable amount, but there's criteria. And Salah fits the criteria. So I'm just saying, they've changed things for family visas. I'm not saying that's what I'm doing. I'm not saying it's not what I'm doing. I'm not telling you on purpose. I don't want that privacy, private. information to be told
Right, okay.
for people to exploit it for views because they have nothing.
And also, I feel like if you're getting this mad over people talking about like something so simple as a visa status, I feel like you might be a little bit more guilty than you're leading on. But I'm not telling you because of that.
Are you a little bit afraid of extradition, Foodie Beauty? Does Kuwait have an extradition policy with Canada? Is that a possibility? Is that why you're trying to like kind of like put this down? So just stop talking about it. Right? Just stop talking about it.
Girl, just say what. Like I don't understand. Like, what's the big deal?
I don't know.
I'm still not understanding. Like, if anything, honest to God, is false outrage, it's this. It's just a visa. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're literally desperate, low to the point where they have nothing else, that they have to make tea out of what my visa status is in a country, as if that has any true meaning to their life, like whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't say I lied, because I purposely was vague, and I would say yes, no, on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not anyone's business. I don't want to know what it is. Because again, it's my life, it's my business, not yours.
Okay.
The need to have all of this information about my private life is insanely invasive and insanely pathetic for content.
Okay.
Hi, Bubbles. People don't understand why I hide my status. Because, Stephanie, it's no one's business. And you are actually going to say why I keep these things private? Have you seen people say they're going to call the Kuwait authorities? People say they're going to show up at the airport. People looking up my tickets when I'm going on a flight. People showing up. People go real life on me all the time, Stephanie. So I'm trying to protect myself and my privacy. I don't need people knowing all my business.
Which, I mean, I feel like there's a line there with, like, looking up plane tickets and versus, like, asking about her visa. I feel like there's a very, very bold line there. And I feel like, can we just not cross that bold line? Just keep things surface level and watch Chantal. Can we just do that? I feel like everything would be a lot better if we just did that. Thanks.
Okay.
It's like I don't show people my marriage certificate. Like, no. Yeah, no, they're not pulling me out of the peaceful.
But, like, also at the same time, though, we can see any sort of medical records. We can see this and that. We can hear about stories from 20 years ago. We can see all of this stuff from your past and present and future and whatever the case might be when it comes to the number one thing that she brags about having the most, which is a marriage, whatever the case might be. She said herself that it's not a religious marriage at first. Things could change. Now, all of a sudden, no, we need our privacy on that. With Chantal, I feel that's a little bit suspicious if you ask me, but,
place, but I'm definitely addressing it.
Okay.
Exactly, Jack. People are that low and that obsessed with me that they would do something like that, for sure. And, of course, Kuwait authorities are going to think that these people are just Islamophobic and stupid, which they are, and probably hang up on them.
Really?
Which they should. Yeah.
Dude, you're a Canadian. You're cosplaying as a Muslim. You think that the Kuwaiti authorities are going to chalk this up to Islamophobia? For real? Dude, you're a tax evader. Give me a break. Oh my god, deal with your bankruptcy and shit, for fuck's sake.
I know, Stephanie, yeah, it's legal. I mean, that's the thing. But I'm keeping it private because it's a part of my life I want to keep private. I don't even have to explain beyond that why, It should just be left at that. Okay, she doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not something I want to talk about.
Okay.
I'm saying that there are a lot of Islamic folk.
Oh my god, get some fucking eyeglasses, girl. You look like Barbs. It's really crazy. You said you went into the eye doctor on December 18th. The same day those Kybella texts with Salah were happening. The same day that you said you had to go to the ER because you were going to pass out. Right? Totally made up goddamn story. You were hanging out with Peetz. Let's be real.
People who make a lot of comments. So, like the Harry Ham and all that stuff, and saying I'm obsessed with plane crashes because I'm gonna be a bomber and stuff like that. Exactly, Jack. Jack's been watching me a long time, so yeah, I think it's just more prudent to be very secretive about things like this.
Okay.
Yeah, BK, they do. Yep. My friends do visa hopping every 3 months. Hi, Crystal. To the UK, Canada, it's fine. Exactly. Who cares? But there's one ridiculous reaction channel who put in like a clapping sound, like a cheering sound, when they found out what Peetz said, and it's like, what's your one-up? What's your one-up? Like, really? That you're the most invasive reaction channel? Okay, good for you. Like,
I thought you didn't watch the reaction channels. I thought you weren't getting anything from us. You're not watching the reaction channels, right, Chantal?
genuinely, none of these things are anyone's business. And I'm not going to turn against Peetz. He's not going to turn against me. You can keep trying. It's not going to happen.
I mean, was anybody expecting that to happen? And also, hi everybody. Yeah, I'm really not super great when it comes to live streams. I'm learning. This is my second one. I'm doing a lot better than yesterday. Let me tell you. And of course, Chantal, whenever it comes to, not looking super guilty, screaming, well, you don't know the full story. You don't know the context. You don't deserve the context. Yeah, that really, just really sells it off as you being genuine and, not hiding something. Sure, fine, fair, completely rational thinking, completely rational responses to just genuine, normal questions, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For someone, again, like I said before, that just got 100K, you definitely would think that she would be, celebrating. We have not celebrated yet. Only thing that we've been doing here recently is, rage, cry, doing everything but celebrating so far.
Yep.
That's okay, Jim. I'm getting content on it also. If I don't talk about it, Jimmy, they're going to get content out of anything. So it doesn't matter at this point. My Iraqi former Muslim boyfriend gets Islamophobic comments. Yeah, that's too bad. AR, get stuffed. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, of course it bothers me that people invade my privacy. And?
Oh.
Oh, Lucky, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it.
Anyway, so... Sorry, I don't want negative people in my circle at all, period. Goodbye. If you want to defend that kind of behavior, goodbye. Go watch them then, I don't care. So that's that. That's the tea.
Wow. Raging, eating, and lying so far. Did y'all see the translation of her in a chat getting sub for sub? She's not gonna get a plaque. I don't think so either. I think YouTube is either gonna cancel her channel or just clean her channel up, It's gonna be one or the other. What are you doing, Unicorn Pondu? Why are you if she doesn't want negative people...
That's the whole tea that's not going to go anywhere.
She's stuck.
Exactly, Jack.
Most negative person involved.
Sometimes it happens.
In all of this.
I accidentally used my left hand. These people are
Okay, apparently I was muted. I forgot what I said, to be quite honest with you. But just we're raging, and then the cherry on top of this whole entire week is that the cherry on top, and I remember she's not eligible for a 100K plaque because her YouTube got terminated, and now the cherry on top is for this week is she's raging and not super happy that she reached 100K, and Peetz blabbed about her visa status. So great week so far, guys. Never a dull moment in this community. And also, hey, Salty.
These people berate me every day and they think they're any better morally and they're going to go to heaven? No.
Crowley, what's it to you if I go to heaven or not? If there is one or not, not really for me to say. Like, whatever. Like, what's it to you? Why do you care so much about where I go after I leave forever?
Right.
For here, at least. Like, why do you care? Why is that even the thing that you use as a gotcha? Oh, well, if they think they're going to heaven, well, they have another thing coming. What the who uses that? Oh, Chantal uses that as a gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, that's such a crazy argument because, like, I've had a fairly good life, I think. You know, I raised a son. I was a Cub Scout committee chair. I, volunteered at his school. I volunteered in many capacities and various things, including politics and stuff, to try and help the working class. I have probably done much more for humanity than Chantal has ever done. And yet she's going to be like, just because I'm reviewing her channel and saying, oh my God, with this crazy chick, therefore I'm going to hell? Give me a break, you prostitute. Let's go.
Because, of course she does. Not super surprising, but like, girl, come on.
It goes beyond your privacy abuse to harass family members and those in your life who aren't online. It's just weird and unhinged. Exactly, Vam. And by the way, and whenever I was telling Peetz's mom that, it meant when I was doing that. At one point I was. Yeah, so.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. And also, thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying something a little bit different, getting out of my comfort zone a bit. And I will say StreamYards is a lot easier than what I was doing yesterday. Let me tell you. And Bestie agreed. For some reason, whenever she has nothing else, oh my God, religion. Amen.
Yeah.
Whenever she's backed up into a corner, she only screams about people going to heaven and where they're going to be going, if they're going to hell, if they're, if God / Allah, whoever the case might be, is going to be judging them whenever the time comes, da-da-da-da-da. It's the only thing that she really has left when it comes to personal attacks / comebacks, and that's kind of choices, but,
Oh, it's no secret. By the way, you have to also leave the country to come back in with a new status.
Okay.
So how to do, Ashley? So womp womp, you really found out nothing. And even if you did, who cares? Like, I don't see how that makes any difference to anyone's life. Hi, Tavi. Thank you, Vanna. When I look.
I mean, Chantal, do you even realize that the Womp Womp reference is to SNL's Debbie Downer? Do you get that? Womp Womp. That's a Debbie Downer reference. Give me a break, girlfriend.
Hold on. I was about to say, isn't that the same look from, like, the Kuwait thing? But I don't think it is. No, maybe. No, there's no green. Never mind. I thought I would. I thought I would, see, but no, it's not the same.
Yeah, they think they're the good ones. Delusional group of idiots. Exactly. They don't like to be called out. They don't like when it's turned on them. Too bad. And they don't like that they can't get a one-up on me because nothing they do has an effect on my life.
What one up, though? People were just asking about your visas. I mean, I can only speak for myself. If Chantal, for some odd reason, chose me to talk about or whatever, it's more like, fair enough. People can make, hundreds of videos on her per day, but, like, she can't respond to, like, one thing somebody does. That seems kind of weird, but I mean, she has the right to respond whether people like it or not. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I mean, like, also on top of that, it makes for good content, so.
Even turkey, yeah, it's not exactly. Who cares? Do people never like self-reflect and think that you're like maybe a little too insane and invasive? And do you not hate the fact that you have to do these kinds of things to get any views at all?
I love how it's every. So what reaction channels are doing is, don't you? Something about like, don't you hate like what you have to do for views? Like, girl, what have we done? Ask a question and someone answered. Like, was it even a reaction channel that asked Peetz to begin with? Like, honestly, like, what the fuck did we do? Number one, I don't know why you would talk about, that information with Peetz or near Peetz and not expect him to say something at some point. I mean, honestly, why is it reaction channel's fault for your real life friends screw up? Like, how is that reaction channel's fault? For the fact that we exist? Oh no! Oh darn! Gosh dang it!
Sad. Whiskey. Jenna. Yeah, Italian. They act like they know exactly. That's where they try to get the one up. Oh yeah, I know this about you. So what? Like, it's just irritating because it's so invasive. It's like someone's privacy. Oh, but you're a public figure. Okay, that makes it all much better. I'm just a YouTuber with 100K subscribers. I'm not a friggin' huge celebrity.
Oh, like 98.8 subscribers if you really want to begin getting into statistics, because you definitely did not earn 100K, and you will be forever laughed at about the fact that you had to go through and juice up for sub to try to get to 100K. Like, congratulations. Like, out of all the things in the world, you could have gotten there legitimately. Honestly, you could have. But no, congratulations of having to cheat your way into the system and getting flack for it. And also on top of that, being caught. And on top of that, having your roommate or ex-roommate talk about your visa status, even though for some reason you don't want to talk about it. Congratulations.
Wow.
And it's not right to be invasive like that to celebrities either.
What are you talking
Exactly,
about?
No, you're not. In Kuwait, Salah is not Kuwaiti. He's also an expat. But they have opened up family visas now. So, yeah, it just depends. They're always changing the rules. It's not easy. No, and that's the thing. People talk a lot about something they don't know about, If people ask me, are you a tourist? What's your visa status? Why should I tell them if I don't want to? That's just my point,
Oh, guys, don't you know she's like Kylie Jenner 2.0? Like, did you guys not understand? Like, look at her makeup. She looks gorgeous. She's obviously a representative for Kylie Cosmetics, of course. You guys did not know that she's a celebrity now. Just nobody's heard of her yet. It's fine.
Wow.
Well, you haven't let anything drive a wedge between you and Peetz. No, it's not gonna happen. I just told him, like, I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it, but just don't ever, like, talk about me at all, period, And I'm sure he'll be okay with that. He usually doesn't. So, I'm sure he just was talking and not realizing. You know what? People bait him very hard. They bait him for information about me. I see it sometimes in his chats. Like, it's pretty this, like.
Yeah, again, I don't know what you were expecting. And also, hold on. This is honestly like the downside of doing live reacts, because I can't edit that out per se. But I will say though, I do like the chatting feature. I feel like it's a pretty good trade-off, and that's why I have her sped up quite a bit. So you get eating noises, but like also I get like a live chat on top of that. It's fun. It's really fun. I feel like it's a pretty good trade-off. It's just like we've heard about this. Well, we've heard her eat like I don't know how many decades, or almost a decade now. It's a pretty good trade-off, I'd say.
Well, whatever. Oh, hi, Tabby. Thank you for watching me. How does all what work? a banana. But still. Honey bun. I don't know. The level of obsession is weird. There hasn't been. But I don't know. I don't even care. But it was so good.
Oh, God, I would not miss that. Oh, that was like the number one thing that Chantal has not done in like a year and a half. And it's the number one thing I hated about her live stream. She would constantly blow her nose, and she has not done it in forever. Ooh. And I mainly wanted to see, okay, so she finished that meal in about half an hour. Honestly, I wish I could eat that slowly. Well, I mean, it was kind of a lot of food, though, to be fair. But I wish I could slow eat like that. Goals.
I guess you can still see me. Hold on.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm skipping forward just a tiny bit. No. Actually, hold on. Oh, Red Pantyhose, thank you for the super chat. And yes, you did. Hello. Probably should have tweeted this out, honestly. Oops, I probably should have done that. Sorry. And oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Even though I have been here recently trying like a live stream, because like honestly, why not? And also, I'm sorry for the logo in the top right. Should have specified that at the beginning because I kind of forgot about it. If I do like StreamYards, I will be upgrading, so we won't have to see that. To be fair. But I want to try it out first. But I really like it so far. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
And you don't know my current status just because I told him at one point that he.
Oh my God, are we still on about this? Girl, get some new topics. Like you already you talked about that for half an hour and we're still talking about the visa status. Like we know you didn't want it out and now it's out. We get it. We understand the assignment. We get it. We understand it. Okay, great. Love that for us. Can we get some new talking points? But no, of course not, because of Chantal and she has nothing else to talk about.
Mm-hmm. You used to do that. So good luck with your cold, stale loser tea.
I mean, I'll take loser tea over faking to get 100K tea. That much is for damn sure. So,
who wouldn't be bitter about people trying to be so invasive in your life? I'm just at least is the audio okay? I'm just defending myself. I'm just pointing out, about the whole situation, and it's gonna go nowhere as usual. Jenny, you were kicked out of the Beezers? You have to renew it, I think. It's crunchy. Hold on.
This woman, honestly, at like 500 pounds, thinks that she's prettier than 90% of women on the internet. Right, Chantal? You really think that? Okay.
Edgy and cool and to reply for me and to talk about them. But the fact that you support an abuser makes you a really pathetic person. So good for you. Is that better? Because I turned my Wi-Fi off. Because the Wi-Fi is in the other room with the door closed. So no, I'm not mad at Peetz at all. I'm not mad at Peetz at all. So don't have a microphone on. Saute and garlic butter, rosemary, and lots of wine, cream, and lots of peri-peri. Mine was made by a chef. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
Missy, I'm trying my hardest. But she keeps talking. It's really hard. I know. Kylie Jenner 2.0, hurry up. I have things to do today.
Rosemary, yeah, that would be good. It's still crackly. No animal abuse. Lies.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
How about FF Loser chain smoking in front of our animals?
Oh, well, it was only a matter of time before. So we went from raging about this to not super surprising. It was a matter of time rather than a matter. I don't know anymore. It always circles back to this, and tale as old as time if you really think about it.
Right? Like she likes to accuse. Her nails overgrowing while I was away, and then me going to deal with it when I got back is not animal abuse. Idiot. It's still bad. Maybe I have to restart. Okay, I'm gonna go and then restart, okay? So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Should I restart? Hold on. Maybe it's a sign not to talk about stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Blacks. That's so horrible. Kidney infection? I will definitely keep you in my prayers.
So I'm gonna skip forward just like maybe here. To get past this, like, oh my gosh, should I restart? Should I not restart? Okay, great. Let that rest.
You know, like this is better. Maybe I was just too close. Okay, I'm gonna go make my shisha and try to get my microphones wherever they are. I'll be right back, okay? Give me like a few minutes.
Or not. And we're getting a shisha with the microphone? Wow. She's gone for a bit. Jeez.
We can hear every breath. Yeah, I know. That's the only problem. You're gonna hear every single breath. What about now?
Okay, hold on. Let me turn that down because it's loud for me. I'm sure it's not super pleasant for you either. Just like let me know if it's too quiet or something, and I can adjust.
Okay.
What about now? Is that okay? I got a mamour and a coffee shop. I got a coffee. Okay, the tea with Takat, it's actually very shameful that people have the nerve to go into her chat and say that this YouTuber is problematic. Why would I be problematic when you are the one?
Where do you want us to start at? All of the isms, all of the phobics, like everything. Chantal, what do you mean? Like, why am I problematic? Even though I've done completely vile, disgusting, anti-Semitic, homophobic, just all of the, like I said before, all of the isms and all of the phobics. Like, what were you? Do you want a book? Because I'm sure somebody out there can probably just like compile a complete book about everything that she's ever done and present it to her with pictures and timestamps and being like, I didn't do any of this. It was that. I didn't do that at all.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I love how she's not denying the fact that she was in her chat, right? Not denying the fact that she did sub for sub and that person's live stream.
Right.
Ones reporting her. I did nothing to her channel. So how is it me that's the problem?
I mean, you both are the problem because you're both breaking terms of service if you really want to get into the nitty gritty.
Idiots. That's what. So anyways, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, you're not going to affect me. It's not my channel. I don't care. If I was just going to these people just for subs, like not just, I wanted to support and try to get support from a different community than just these vultures. I'm sorry. Anyway, some of these people have 5 people in their chat at one time. Some people have...
Then just these vultures? Are you trying to claim that the rest of the people who watch your channel are all just vultures? Okay. Wow, that's real respectful to your existing fan base, Chantal.
That's fine. She can curse me. I don't give a crap. Hi, Ava. Some people have at the most 20, 30.
Oh, so did that person, like... I saw something about where she was mentioning about Chantal and she, like, denounced her or something. I have no idea, but, like...
I don't know, dude.
Did more happen when I was sleeping? Because I wouldn't be super surprised.
That's it. Okay? So... it's no scandal. I didn't get all these subs from that sub for sub. There's no way because I've grown almost 2,000 subs. So,
but like also at the same time, how in the hell did you, of all people, gain like 800 subs overnight whenever you average maybe like 10, 15, 20 probably? I think I have to look. Like how does that happen? How do you go from like getting like a few here and there naturally to like 800 overnight with no reason or rhyme? And the only way that we can put 2 and 2 together is you. That's just magically around the time that you did sub for sub. Isn't that weird? Mm-hmm. That's just so weird, right?
What a coincidence.
And color me shocked, but you know the timeline adds up, and of course Chantal is going to be denying all day long, 24/7.
What they did to you both was vile. Exactly. Hi, Anna. And they have the nerve to go warn her about me? I did nothing but try to promote her channel and support her as a small channel.
Okay.
When did she ever promote her channel? Did I miss something? But I honestly have never seen her once even mention the fact that she did this. Because, you know, the second that people go over to that channel, people are going to be like, oh, she does sub for sub. That makes a lot of sense. Huh?
Right.
Did I miss something? Did she ever promote this person's channel at all, ever?
No, she did not promote, what was her name, Takata, or something like that. She didn't promote her channel at all. Otherwise, all of the React channels would have covered it, because basically she used this poor woman, exposed her for doing a scheme, and got her in a lot of trouble. Well done, Chantel.
At all? I'm still looking around. I'm not seeing the answer I'm looking for. So I'm going to go off on a tangent and say... Oh, okay, so she did it once. I might have skipped over that part. Thank you. See, it's the beauty of asking questions. But, like, I don't remember her ever promoting her. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Taylor, thank you so much. It's never a dull moment with this one, I will say.
They're the ones who are going there saying, reported you, you're supporting Foodie Beauty, or you're supporting Everyday Miriam, but they're the ones reporting her. Like, they're so, like, mental. Like,
what do you mean mental? You guys are both breaking terms of service. What did you guys expect to happen?
Right.
Like, honestly, it's against terms of service to do sub for sub, and yet we're the problem for pointing out the blatant, if I'm being quite honest with you, like, terms of service breaking? Girl.
there's no other word for it. Whatever. They think that's going to affect me. Doesn't affect my channel at all.
I mean, you did, and whenever it happens, she's mad. The only time that she ever did back in the day was when she was with Stabby. So if you really want to get a scale of about how mad Chantal is, just listen for the. She's a lot madder than she's letting on. Or, she's actually really mad. So love that for her the most.
Okay.
Affect my channel in any way? No, I don't even know this person, so they're mad at me. And okay, hi Teardrop, you're not going to get to me. You can just get a life and give up now, because it's not going to happen, no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so since that person can't do anything for you anymore, and found out about you, and people have been giving them grief, now they're the problem. Now they're the problem for people finding out about what she did.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
No matter what you do, even if you kill me, I believe in God. Good. It's my time. It's my time.
I'm like, why does she always default to that? Why does she always default to, like, even, like, kill me, go ahead. Like, girl, why? Like, go seek professional help if you're defaulting to that, girl. Like, that's not, no. Just go get help.
Mm-mm.
Stay mad. Stay sad. Stay contentless unless you're doing something stupid like this. Trying to find out my visa status for views. Trying to look at my Photoshop. If I did Photoshop on my body for 4 hours as a Muslim, body shaming another Muslim. Idiots.
And also, like I said before, like, listen to how when other Muslim man, woman, whoever the case might be, talks, either bad about her or I don't know, corrects her in any way or does something. Because, her old default go-to was like, and they're not even Muslim, but whenever an actual Muslim person comments on it, that's her response. So.
Okay.
Well, yeah. It's very good. This is white chocolate mamul. I don't care. I don't know this person, Brenda. Why do I care? That's on her. Whatever. Who cares? I have more than 500 subs. Good. You made fan art? Okay.
Wow, that's so horrible, Chantal. That woman promoted you so much. She said so many nice things about you. And you were begging for subs in her group. That's so gross that you're like, I don't even know her. Wow.
Chantal's Redwig, tell me you're not beefing with James. He's your ride or die. No, absolutely not, Chantal's Redwig. Thanks for the super chat. If you were here at the beginning, you would have heard me defending him, actually. Nobody, especially not internet losers, are ever going to come between me and another person.
Also, I love how Chantal thinks that every single person that ever watches her from the very beginning, whenever she goes live. It's just like, well, if you actually watched the beginning of it, you would have heard that I was defending him. Like, girl, people have other things to do than, like, watch YouTube notifications. I'm very sorry to tell you.
Right.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, seriously, Chantel, you don't need to be so angry if somebody is trying to get caught up to speed. You could totally be like, oh, well, I actually discussed this earlier in the live stream. And Peetz and I have had some conversations and we're totally cool. You could have done it like that, but instead you're constantly barking at your audience. It's really fucking weird.
This face and this attitude just screams guilty if I've ever seen it.
My life. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. If it ever did, not on me. You know, I don't listen to people. I don't listen to people what they say. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Done with what behavior, Alma? Oh, me? Addressing and defending myself and bringing up good points? Oh, well, then if you think I'm affected by that, okay.
I mean, like, what's the good points? The only thing I've heard you do in the past, like, almost hour is blow your nose, eat, and eat some more, and just rage about, like, nonsense. So, like, where's the good argument points? I would love to see them. If you could, like, tell us or, like, you know, leave it at the office, I'll be glad to read it. That'd be great.
But it doesn't affect my life. Like, I don't care if that person says nasty things about me. What do I care? I don't know them. They don't have any impact on my life. Just like my visa status has zero impact on your life. None. Are you do you feel any more fulfilled in life? Like, hearing that? I don't know.
Well, since you hate it so much, I'm going to go off of limb and say, I feel so relieved and I can sleep tonight and my skin's going to clear up. I'm going to drink way more water. I'm going to get so much healthier. I'm going to get even skinnier than I already am about the fact that I know that, you know, about your visa status just out of spite. Will any of that happen? Probably not. But, like, since you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Steph. No, you're not blocked. Ooh. Very hot. I'm just sassy, not bothered. I mean, it is shameful that people do these things. That's what I'm trying to point out.
Okay.
Also, on top of that, I need that on a t-shirt. I'm sassy, not bothered. So, God, whenever she's mad, she always comes up with these iconic lines and does nothing with them. I'm sassy, not bothered.
Talking about you, Peetz is talking about trying to drive a wedge between us. We're talking about things that shouldn't matter to people online. You know, like, there was an update of, Tangerine, yeah, I'm going to be playing later tonight, I think. So there's a pinned comment to follow me on Twitch if you want to watch gaming.
No.
If that's what you want to do, if that's your thing, if you like that,
no,
then you can watch me on Twitch. He was talking to 8 people. Yeah, he does. Well, yeah, I mean, like, you know, I feel sad about that because his audience has gone down a lot, like, since we weren't living together, but even mine has. You know? Like, if that's the price I have to pay for no drama and not having these leeches, like I said, yeah, there's 5,000 people.
No, completely drama-free since you moved over there. No drama, nothing. It's been kind of weird, right? No drama whatsoever, not even 1 ounce of drama since you moved over there, right, guys? Isn't that weird? Like, I can't think of one thing that she's done since moving over there.
Right.
Well, in the witches chat, there's 5,000 people in Cardigan. Anywhere that there's drama about me and people can go and freely hate on me, there's going to be views. But I would rather have none of those people in my life. They're toxic. They're disgusting. They're Islamophobic. They're fat shamers. They're vile. They say the most disgusting things. Why would I want that in my chat just for views and money? Like, there's no way. You know, money can always be made another way. Yeah, teardrop like.
Okay. So she's projecting all of her phobias and isms onto us because she's an anti-Semite. She's a racist. She's a bigot. She is a misogynist. And she's trying to just like throw those terms back out at the React channels who criticize her for her blatantly bad takes on things. Chantel, clean up your act.
As she says on a YouTube live stream. Pretty much doing, saying vile things, screaming, eating. I'm just gonna insert the entire, I would, say a quote of it, but just like the entirety of Alanis Morissette's Ironic song, just here. Just place it, just get it, burn it on the CD, place it right in front of her, and be like, here you go. Because, girlie, if that was the case, you would not be on YouTube crying about Avisa's status then, right? Right? But drama sells because that's what your channel is built upon.
You ought to know.
But, thanks, Shelly. I think it was just a slow day, but he was trying to tell everyone your biz. I think he just didn't. No, yeah, exactly. I don't think he never ever talks about me hardly. He usually avoids it. Celeste's doing fine. I'm gonna be playing probably tonight.
Sorry, but just I love that name. Bravo.
I don't know yet. Probably Phasmophobia. I feel like playing a scary game. I'm charging my cat ear gamer set. There was over 1,000 watching you too, so you're doing good too. Yeah, even if I have 300, I don't care. That's good for me. Whatever. I'm happy with that. Oops.
Oh, God.
Anytime you talk about drama, there's more viewers. Like, what does that tell you? If that's what you mean by me being boring is no drama and not raging and getting upset, what kind of human being does that make you to be entertained by seeing somebody down and out or somebody affected emotionally by something? Like, I don't get that mentality at all. I would rather watch plane crash videos than that crap.
Wow.
100%. They're taking his words into it. Yeah, like...
Okay, so she would rather... What? Excuse me. Watch plane crash videos than get involved in virtual drama. So you want people to suffer instead of people talking about you? Is that what you're saying? Ugh, girl.
Yes, she would rather watch people die on screen than have to deal with the backlash of React channels that cover her videos. Even though she spends all day watching us, you guys. That's so gross, you guys. She's already said she is really into morbid things. She said it years ago. It's in the video. It's in the docuseries that she apparently has a fascination with morbid things. Her favorite movie when she was a kid was Beetlejuice. That came out when she was fairly young, by the way. And it did have a lot of kind of pukey bodily fluid type things that happened in it. The only reason I liked the movie, it was twofold. I was a huge fan of Michael Keaton at the time, and I was also a huge fan of Danny Elfman. So weird about these ED channels. You got Chantel, who really loves Beetlejuice. And you've got Eugenia Cooney, who really loves Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. These are both scored by Danny Elfman. And neither of them actually, consider that at all. They are not at all considerate of who the composer of the music was whatsoever. Because they are both ignorant people.
Well, there's some things that should be kept upstairs a lot of the time, and I might want to reevaluate that, and also go see someone about that because. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So what? I told his mom, oh, well, yeah, whenever you're on a tourist visa, if you want to come back, you have to border hop, of course. But that might not be the case now, for all you know. It's not anyone's business,
Oh, it's that, so much has changed in a month and a half, right? There's just so many things that's changed, and she's done
right.
She's seen so many things and went so many places, and so many things have changed since Christmas time to late February. So much has changed. We don't know though. We don't know. Girl, please.
Sorry for your loss, Just 8. Peetz just doesn't feel the need to lie about stuff that doesn't need. Exactly, Diamond. That's what I said. He probably didn't feel like it was a big deal. But I just gently remind him that I have vultures following me around. You know, thinking that it's a one-up. Or it's
and also on top of that, Chantal, who do you think Peetz's audience is? Like people that are actually genuinely interested in his life? If you're that stupid, don't know what else to tell you at that point.
Like this big revelation about a visa status. Like, I don't know how people don't look at these people and think they're hella weird. You know, guaranteed people from Kuwait would think you're weird at that kind of stuff. Like normal people in general would think you're weird. If you approach somebody here and was like, there's a girl.
Says Chantal of all people is going to be streaming about, well, people here, normal people will think that you're weird. Asking about someone's visa status, even though they're being super secretive and super suspicious about it. That's okay. Okay, Chantal, though, completely normal, 100% person. Yeah.
But like, what kind of like BS is that? It's so invasive. It's just stupid.
Right.
Outlast Trials is very extreme in the gore though, but it's a multiplayer game. Are you allowed to play extremely gory games on Twitch? Probably, huh?
Oh, hey, girl.
I don't think so. No, everyday Travada. Milk, she hides behind a British accent, but she's sneakily the most nasty reactor. Yeah, she's something else. Exactly. She sits there like this, like. Oh my God, she's leaning on the fridge.
What are you talking about?
Also, like, really, you had to really go there with the nose, really. Mock her at, really? We're going there? And also, going on top of that, yeah, it's a pretty valid thing to kind of point out, like, oh, she's leaning on her fridge. Most people don't have to lean on their fridges whenever they're cooking. Just wanted to point that out there. I don't know if you've forgotten, but most people don't have to lean on fridges to cook.
And? What's your point? Like, what in the fat-shaming ableist crap is that? I'll be right back.
It's not ableist because you ate yourself to that because you're not getting the mental help that you need to move past the trauma. That's obvious. Like something went wrong somewhere for you to turn to food this badly. And so it's not ableist. You and Amberlynn both love to cry about ableism. You know, the thing that you yourself put yourself through, even though physically you have the capability of losing the weight, no problem. It's not like something that you can't control. If that was the case, it would be a completely different ball game. But you just refuse, you and Amber and plenty more, I'm sure, don't want to get the mental help that you guys need to move on and lose the weight and get better. Instead, you would rather monetize it and slowly suffer. So it's not ableist, girl, I promise you.
My shisha. If you smoke, I'm gone because you're going to need it.
Wow.
The fucking attitude today, G.
Oh my God, even.
Jesus.
All right, let's pause here because I know that I don't know if it happens on this stream because she's been raging for 2 days at least. There is a stream in which she pulls out that shisha or whatever it's called. I guess it's a hookah basically, and it makes the weirdest rattling noise the whole time she's doing it, that it's hard for me to sit through that one. But I gotta take a break right here because I'm gonna have to clip the video, so I'll handle the rest of the video later.